its largest variety. Shop great quality products on your budget.
Hello. Yes, a very good afternoon to every one of you who has just joined in. We will start, but since you all know I am not able to see myself in the screen, would you kindly give me a feedback in the chat box down here so that I will confirm myself that my audio and video is working fine. And by the way, I hope you all are doing good. Okay, Mr. Proud of You. Hello, Mr. Warsharani, Sawan Singh. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Anyway, let us start with the session. But before going into the session, see, the session will be regarding geography and environmental as per UPSC syllabus. Related current affairs. Today, day before yesterday, we have taken one session. Today, we are going to take another of those similar session. But before going into that, let me give you some very good news. If you are preparing, if you have not already subscribed, you can also share the good news with your friends and families. Extra 10% is offered from Unacademy platform for one subscription to crack it all. 25%, 25, 10%, 10%, a mega 45% discount is given, plus a free optional test series, prelims as well as mains test series is provided in this combo pack. The offer will end on 2nd August. The other is, it is in Unacademy platform, we are having a mentorship week. So, in the name of this mentorship week, instead of paying 27,500 for your optional, you just pay 2,000. The offer continues from 29 July to 4th of August. Here you will get a personal coach to handle you in your UPSC journey. Also at the same time, comprehensive coverage till mains. Okay, prelims, mains, optional test series. Also, especially for the optional, we give assurance for 2 years. You can subscribe it now. India's most comprehensive test series for optional paper. As I told you last time, what can be more better than to assist oneself through test series? So the importance of test series cannot be overstated. You need to prepare your exam along with your reading and accumulation of the knowledge. At the same time, you will have to self-assess yourself. And in order to assess yourself, what is a better way than to go for a test series? Okay, it is analyzed by the top educator of the country. Comprehensive model answers will also be given. And one good thing is taking care into many aspects Unacademy platform has come up with this flexibility to write the test for 7 days after the test is live. Okay, so this is another scheme which will end on 4th of August. Also, we have comprehensive coverage till mains. You don't have to worry about when the exam will be happening, but extended subscription is also provided. If at all you require any code, you can use mine. It is SUNEP 10, numerical number 10. Okay, quickly going ahead. Civil Service Examination Assure. What the Unacademy platform is assuring is, we endeavor that you clear UPSC exam, and if you are not satisfied with your result, the next attempt is on us. Get a 1-year extension on your 2-year subscription. Okay, UPSC Compact is such a very good thing. There is every Sunday at 11 a.m. you have such kind of a scholarship, Compact scholarship competitions. It goes for 60 minutes. Now we have a mega compact that is on 8th of August. Suppose if your rank between 1 to 3 in this compact, you will get 1 year UPSC Civil Service Examination preparation plus subscription free. If you are ranked between 4 to 10, 75% scholarship will be given. If you rank between 11 to 50, you will be given 50% scholarship. If you are ranked between 51 to 500 rank under this UPSC Compact quiz, you will be given 25% scholarship, and that is for the plus subscription. And on this day, 8 August, you will get a chance of winning iPad mini, Apple AirPod, JPL speaker, Amazon voucher also. That's why what you are waiting for. Enroll for this right now. And if you need invite code, you can use mine, that is SUNEP numerical number 10. Okay, and also you will get a scholarship worth this much. This is a huge amount. On 8, you will get a chance of winning this. Otherwise, this Unacademy Compact goes every Sunday at 11 a.m. You try your luck. So as always in Unacademy platform, let's crack it. So let us start the session. Now, as the title of the course itself mentioned, that it is geography and environmental related current affairs, let us see some important development that happened in the recent past regarding geography and environment. But in order to see what are the latest development, what can be a better tool or what can be a better way to assess such kind of development, recent development as far as geography and environment is concerned, you don't have a better tool to analyze or to see the latest development other than this Sustainable Development Goal of United Nations. In Sustainable Development Goal, if we go across the list of the different goals that are there, you will see most of them directly or indirectly relate to environment and geographical perspective. So in order to bring some uniformity in the class, because I know many of you, some of you will be in a very advanced stage of preparation, some of you will be just a beginner who are just beginning to prepare for UPSC or any competitive examination. But in order to bring some kind of uniformity in the class, I will try to go from a very basic approach. Okay, so let us first see, we will see certain kind of development indicator from Sustainable Development Goal perspective. After that, we will see the India's position and what is the latest development in India as a whole, as a country. What are the recent development happen as far as geographical and environmental factor is concerned. After looking at that, we will go state by state. We will take up state by state and see what are the recent development that took place. Okay, because our target is UPSC prelims 2021, right? So as you all know, there is Bharat Darshan. After you get selected in the exam, you go for a Bharat Darshan, that is all India tour. But in order to get into that, in your daily preparation, you have to go at least virtual Bharat Darshan or Bharat tour. So in this design of the course, I will try to take you to all the state in India. First we will look India as a whole, and after that we will go and see state by state. So it will be one type of virtual Bharat tour before you actually go for a Bharat Darshan. Okay, anyways, the Sustainable Development Goal, also known as a global goal, were adopted by the United Nations in 2015 as a universal goal to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and to ensure developmental angle, environmental angle, to ensure that by 2030 all people enjoy peace and prosperity. So under this you have 17 sustainable development goals which are integrated. They recognize that action in one area will affect outcome in others, and they design this 17 sustainable development goal in that fashion only, will affect outcome in others, and that development must balance socio-economic environmental sustainability. Okay, which means it is just like a systemic approach. In any system, suppose I have some systems like this here. In any system, one of the main characteristics is if anything is changed in one sub-component or in one component, the effect will be felt in all the other sub-components. Similarly, in this 17th Sustainable Development Goal, since it is integrated in nature, they recognize that action in any one will also affect outcome in the others. Let us quickly go and see what are those 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Number 1 is end poverty in all its form everywhere. Now, poverty is a multi-dimensional, multifaceted issue. Okay, now poverty can be absolute poverty, relative poverty, or situational poverty. Say for example, absolute poverty will be in monetary terms, but relative poverty may be income inequality, means there will be a mismatch in the distribution of the fruit of the development in the society. Situational poverty can be because of situations, environmental factor, disaster, or because of severe health problem. Say the recent development like the migration of the people because of COVID-19. Since last year, and especially last year, there was a massive lockdown across the country. So people from one place to the other migrated because they lost their job. So because of such kind of relocation, and if he or she undergoes certain kind of economic distress, they are known as situational poverty. So poverty is a multidimensional, multifaceted issue. So to end the poverty in all its form everywhere, socially, economically, politically. Okay, now we have a paucity of time, so we won't be able to discuss everything detailed like for each sustainable development goal in this manner that I have discussed just now. So I suggest you do a further reading. Okay, number 2 is end hunger. Hunger also has a separate definition. As far as this exam is concerned, it is very important that you know that. End hunger, achieve food security, and improve nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture. Number 3 is to ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages. In a sense, it is not the development or the health only of the youth or of the young, but for the all age also. So it is a very comprehensive. Number 4 is to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. The program of India such as Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan and many others are directly related to this. Achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. Number 6 is ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation. Swachh Bharat of India is directly related to this. Number 7 is to ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable and modern energy for all. Okay, green energy as such. Number 8, promote sustained, inclusive and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment and decent work for all. Number 9 is to build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization and foster innovation. Number 10 is reduce inequality within and among countries, make cities and human settlement inclusive, safe, resilient and sustainable. Smart city concept in India is directly related to this. There are many other development initiatives targeting this particular sustainable development goal number 11. 12 is to ensure sustainable consumption and production pattern. Number 13 is take urgent action to combat climate change and its impact. In the last session, couple of days back, we have discussed regarding the climate change and also the recent development that was undertaken by the government of India, and also the implications and the consequences of climate change on environment, on water bodies and many other dimensions we have already explored. 14 will be conserve and sustainable use the oceans, seas, marine resources for sustainable development. In the last session, we have also seen because of the climate change and rise in the sea surface temperature, there is a reduction in the oxygen level and its implication. Okay, you can always go back and refer to my previous session video also. It's freely available in YouTube. 15 will be to protect, restore, promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystem, sustainable managed forests, combat desertification, and halt and reserve land degradation and halt biodiversity lost. 16 will be promote peaceful, inclusive societies for sustainable development, provide access to justice for all and build effective, accountable and inclusive institutions at all levels. Number 17 is more about the strengthen the means of implementation, that is the institution that are implementing, and revitalize the global partnership for sustainable development. So these are the 17 sustainable development goals which we have. Based on this, different countries are ranked. Similarly, in India itself, based on this sustainable development goal, different states are ranked accordingly. Number 1, the first, the second, the fourth, based on this sustainable development goal. And it will go up to 2030. Okay, so the rank of India, you will be amazed to know. India ranked 117 among 192 nations in this 17 sustainable development goal that we have discussed just now. India actually slipped by 2 places in the past years. It is now behind all South Asian nations except Pakistan. So it's a very alarming situation as far as India is concerned, and many things we need to do in order to bring back or to improve the ranking. Out of 192, 117 is not a very good position to be. The country has made progress in goal number 6, 7, 9, 15 and 16. Okay, you refer back later. India has improved or made a progress in this, but India needs and demands special attention in goal number 2 and goal number 5. the goal number 2 is end of hunger. Goal number 5 is gender inequality or gender equality. Okay, this is end of hunger, and this is gender inequality. Now you can just imagine yourself, India needs special attention in these two particular sustainable development goal. Means we are not performing very well in these two areas. Okay, so let us see some of the steps taken by India regarding this in the recent past. Okay, in the recent past or the recent development that has taken by India. Key environmental development. As I have already mentioned to you, we will be looking after recent development from the perspective of environment and geographical dimensions only. Taking this sustainable development goal, economy part is also there, which we will be least concerned because we are looking at environment and geographical dimension only. Okay, so the key environmental development which was done by the state, by India in the recent past in order to address that 17 sustainable development goal is number 1. State of India's birds report was released. Now in this particular report, very unfortunate thing is population of more than 80 species declined in the past 5 years. It is quite alarming. But the good news is, see, in any aspect of life or in any issue, identifying the issue is the first step. If you are not able to identify the issue, then it is very difficult to address the issue. So understanding, identifying, recognizing the issue is the first step towards any kind of improvement. So the result is very alarming and it is very sad, but at least we are coming up with a report which mentioned that the population of more than 80% species declined in the past 5 years. So from here on, what we will do is we will devise strategy so that such kind of population decline will be reversed back. So the increase in the species diversity will be achieved. The second one is National Action Plan for Conservation of Migratory Birds was enacted. National Action Plan for Conservation of Migratory Birds. Okay, let us quickly see some important aspect of this migratory birds and what is the importance of that. Okay, and what is important of that. I'm very sorry. Now, migratory birds. Let us see some of their characteristics. When traveling between their breeding and wintering, breeding in a sense where they breed, wintering in a sense, especially in the winter, because the place where they were breeding becomes very cold, so they travel to some warmer place that is known as a wintering ground. During winter they travel to some warmer place, right? So when traveling between their breeding and wintering grounds, birds don't choose their paths at random. Okay, there is a defined path and the choosing of that path is also important. They follow set routes that include suitable habitats where they can stop to rest and refuel along the way. Okay, just like a highway restaurant. So migration is a huge feat of endurance requiring great strength and stamina. However, today's bird face additional threat caused by human activity. This is the area of concern. Hungry after a very long journey because they fly for more than hundreds and hundreds of kilometers. Exhausted birds may arrive at a stopover site only to find that it has been destroyed by farming or urbanization. You must have seen in your surroundings such kind of a situation. Earlier there will be a very important place, but because of development and farming, such kind of, especially the wetlands in India, is destroyed. Every year, millions of birds are illegally killed by hunters or collide with man-made structures such as power lines. These days, even mobile tower is becoming a big issue. Not only this, the wind turbines are becoming a very big issue, and all this because of anthropogene, means we the human being. And climate change is causing habitat to shift or disappear. So say for example, one bird moving from this breeding ground to one place here, that is wintering. Now in their journey, say for example this is 5,000 kilometers, just giving you an example, and usually the breeding ground is in the higher latitude towards the temperate or polar regions. Okay, now from here, say for example in the season of autumn, like August, something like that, when the temperature does not fall down to a very low level, the bird from here, migratory bird, started to fly towards the wintering ground. It takes a very long time, weeks and weeks. During this movement, this migratory bird has already chosen one location here as their stopover. Now, when it comes, if this is not there, then it will be very difficult for this migratory bird to continue its journey, and it will also disrupt its natural path. Such kind of a route that is taken by a migratory bird is known as flyway. Technical term is flyway. Okay, these are the important flyway in the world as far as the migratory bird is concerned. Let us go and see one by one. The first one is Pacific American Flyway. You follow the pointer please. These areas is by this green color, this one, it is Pacific American Flyway. The second is Mississippi American Flyway. It is denoted by this. Atlantic American Flyway, denoted by this. You have East Atlantic Flyway, denoted by this, if you follow the pointer. Black Sea Mediterranean Flyway, denoted by this. East Africa West Asia Flyway, denoted by this color, if you follow the pointer. East Asia Australia Flyway, denoted by this one. Central Asia Flyway, denoted by this. This is one of the most important because this flyway is over India. This one. Okay, now this is known as Central Asia Flyway, and that covers the entire region of India, as you can see. Another important aspect is the flyways of one and the other can also overlap each other like this. Let us see what is the importance of this Central Asia Flyway vis-a-vis India. Okay, now of the 9 migratory bird flyway, broadly in the world you have 9 migratory bird flyways. The Central Asia Flyway goes from India. The Amur falcon migrates from China, they come to Nagaland, and then they goes to Somalia using this particular flyway. Which flyway? The Central Asian Flyway. In Nagaland also you have one Doyang. You have Doyang Reservoir. Here this migratory bird Amur falcon comes during its journey. Conservation of migratory species of wild animals. This is the institution, only global convention specializing in the conservation of migratory species. You please keep these institutions in mind. Conservation of migratory species of wild animal, their habitat and migration route. So it is the only global convention. As you see, in this particular major flyways of migratory bird, you see in any of these major flyways, it span across many countries and across different continents, across different regions. So in order to do anything regarding migratory bird, you need collaboration from many nations and many regions. So in order to do that, it's a global conventions specialized in the migratory species of wild animal. Migratory species which are threatened, there is a categorization such as extinct, critically endangered, okay, threatened, so on and so forth. But let me mention you one thing, because of paucity of time and also certain factors in the YouTube session, we wouldn't be able to discuss everything in detail, but we will discuss everything in detail in Unacademy platform. We have a special sessions or special class that is completely free. All you have to do is just to download the app and register yourself. That's it. Now, the reason being, in Unacademy platform, what happened is we provide various options. In a sense, there is an option of raising one's hand like this, so that when you raise your hand, we will get the notification and you will be able to ask the question verbally also, verbally as in the real actual classroom settings. So because of such kind of thing, we were not able to detail everything in detail in the YouTube session. Other important point is, in the last session also I got many questions, but because of some limitations I am not able to answer. But in the Unacademy platform special class, which is completely free, just like in YouTube, I will conduct a doubt clearing session also. There are all the questions that you are asking me right now, I will club together and we will conduct the session. Okay, just to give you information. And if you can search in Unacademy platform, you can use my name, Sunep C Jamir. This is my name. You can use this name and search in Unacademy. You will get all the important notification as far as my class is concerned. Okay, and if you need any invite code, you can use SUNEP number 10. Okay. Okay. Now let us quickly go ahead. That is regarding migratory bird. Okay, so keep this in mind. The institution that are responsible for its conservation, the recent development which happened, and also the migratory species threatened with extinction are listed in the appendix 1 of the convention. Of what convention? Of this convention. Okay. Another important point regarding the recent development as far as environment and geographical perspective is concerned, it is constitution of NC Saxena Committee to examine and recommend Community Forest Resources Guideline. You remember this name, NC Saxena Committee, and that is on what? On Community Forest Resource Guideline. As far as your prelims is concerned, this is very, very important. India ranked 3rd among the top 10 countries that have gained in forest areas in the last decade. Top 3rd. India ranked 3rd according to latest Global Forest Resource Assessment. And who produced this assessment? By FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization. FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization. So, Food and Agriculture Organization comes up with Global Forest Resources Assessment, and in the latest survey, India ranked 3rd. Now, but there is also a categorization of an area to be called as a forest. It may be a dense forest, it may be an open forest, so on. Yes, it is good that to know that India has ranked third in the gain in forest area in the last decade. But unfortunately, the area that was gained was more in the open forest, not in the dense forest canopy. So as I told you, we will discuss all those in finer detail in the special class. Again, I repeat, that is also a completely free class. All you have to do is download the app, Unacademy app, and register yourself. That's it, nothing. Quickly going further, Nagar 1 scheme. Keep this in mind. Nagar 1 scheme was launched to develop 200 urban forests in the next 5 years. So these are some of the important development that took place in the national level by the government of India in order to address and improve the position in sustainable development goal vis-a-vis environment and geography. Okay, because there are other steps also taken by the government of India regarding economy, regarding society, regarding social justice, regarding gender equality. But as I have mentioned to you, we are looking after environment and geography only. Going further, Pradhan Mantri Matya Sambara Yojana was approved to bring blue revolution through sustainable and responsible development of fishery sectors in India. Okay, blue revolution. Pradhan Mantri Matya Sambara Yojana. Keep this in mind. These are the recent development regarding the blue revolution. Blue revolution in India under the agricultural sector. Agricultural sector will involve fishery, animal husbandry. There are many. So we have a color coded revolution in the agricultural sector. So one of the sector, that is fishery sector, is known as blue revolution. Okay, blue revolution. Very simple. The ocean is blue in color. That's why it is known as blue revolution. Anyway, so the name of this scheme is very important. Now, in this, when we are still here in this section, let us quickly go and see some important color-coded revolution in India as far as the agriculture sector is concerned. Evergreen revolution. This is the integration of ecological principle in technology development, which means such kind of revolution is for integration of ecological principle in any kind of technology development. The second thing is protein revolution. That is for higher productivity in agricultural sector. That is technology driven, means biotechnology, genetic engineering, so on and so forth, driven by second green revolution. This particular name is coined none other than by our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi. This protein revolution. The third one is yellow revolution regarding the oil seed production, especially mustard and sunflower. It is known as yellow revolution. Black revolution is regarding petroleum product, meaning production of ethanol, so on and so forth. That is known as black revolution. Brown revolution is regarding the latter, cocoa, non-conventional product. Golden fiber revolution is for jute production. Okay, golden fiber revolution. Golden revolution is for fruits, honey production, horticulture development. Okay, gray revolution for fertilizers. Pink revolution for onion production, pharmaceutical, prawn production. Okay, so those are color coded revolution in the agricultural sector of our country. Silver revolution is for egg production, poultry. Silver fiber revolution is for cotton. Red revolution is for meat production and tomato production. Round revolution is for potato, because potato is a little bit round in shape. White revolution, as you know, is for milk production. Along most of the revolution, there are individuals associated with it. So it is important that you know the individual. Say for example, in white revolution, milk revolution happened in Anand in Gujarat. What is the name? Dr. Verghese so and so. Regarding the Green Revolution in India, MS Swami so and so. Okay, so there are many individuals, important individuals, so you need to know. And especially as far as your GS4 ethics is concerned, there is a section about prominent individual. So under that you need to know some of this famous individuals. Okay, anyway, now that the entire on a national level, whatever the latest thing is, recent development we have discussed just now, that is in the national level. Now let us go, as I promised to you, I will take you for a virtual Bharat Darshan. So let us go state by state. The first state we are going to take up is the state of beautiful state in the southern part of India, that is the state of Kerala. The number 1 here refers because in India's Sustainable Development Goal ranking, the state of Kerala comes in the first. Okay, comes in the first. Top 1 is the state of Kerala. Okay, now, even though they are rank 1, they also lack in some of the aspect. So as we have seen, Sustainable Development Goal, we have, in total we have 17, but 1 to 16 is the indicator that we usually use. Sustainable Development Goal number 17 is more about implementing institutions and also collaboration between one with the other. So usually the ranking is mostly done based on Sustainable Development Goal number 1 to 16. So among this, the state of Kerala lacked the most in Sustainable Development Goal number 14. And the Sustainable Development Goal number 14 is life below water. That is because of low average marine acidity and stagnant mangrove coverage along the shorelines. Okay, the reason for scoring very low in Sustainable Development Goal number 14 is because of low average marine acidity and stagnant mangrove coverage along the coast. Because of that, life below water means the marine organism, I can say, or marine animals, okay, fish, so on. So life below water. Some of the key environmental development are: number 1, United Nations Interagency Task Force award for its outstanding performance in controlling non-communicable disease went to Kerala. Remember this, United Nations Interagency Task Force award for an outstanding performance in controlling the non-communicable disease. Second, India's first farmer welfare board, called as Kerala Karshaka Kshemanidhi Board, was constituted in the state of Kerala. India's first farmer welfare board. Okay, you need to keep this in mind. As far as your prelims is concerned, these are very important recent development. India's first commercial liquefied compressed natural gas bus was also launched in the city of Cochin in the state of Kerala. It was developed by Petronet. India's first commercial liquefied compressed natural gas bus, means the bus is run solely by liquefied compressed natural gas. Okay, means it is working towards bringing clean energy, thereby reducing the greenhouse gas emission, thereby reducing or contributing to reduction in the global climate change vis-a-vis reducing the average mean temperature of the Earth's surface. Number 2, the state of Himachal Pradesh ranked number 2 among the Indian states in the Sustainable Development Goal. Another important factor is ranking of the Indian state based on sustainable development goal is only for the state. It is not for the union territories. As far as your prelims is concerned, kindly keep that in mind. It is purely the state only, not the union territories. In Himachal also, they lack the most, means scored the least in the sustainable development goal number 2. And what is sustainable development goal number 2? It is zero hunger. Okay, that is zero hunger. Yes, I will explain. I will explain. I have a mobile out here, but it is very difficult to interact. But I will try my best. But anyway, Sribad Raja, I will explain. Don't worry. So, zero hunger due to high prevalence of stunting in children. Now, before going to the stunting, let me quickly take you to some basic terms that you need to know. See, malnutrition is an umbrella term. Now, malnutrition refers to deficiency or excesses in nutrient intake. Keep this in mind. Malnutrition is not only of less intake in nutrient or deficiency in nutrient intake, but also excess. Malnutrition is not only about less intake of nutrient or reduction in body weight. It is much more. Imbalance of essential nutrients or impaired nutrient utilization. The double burden of malnutrition consists of both undernutrition and overweight. Overweight and obesity also comes under this malnutrition. Malnutrition does not mean that it is having a low weight. Malnutrition also involves overweight and obesity, which means imbalance in nutrient intake, whether it is high or whether it is low, as well as diet related non-communicable disease, which is very prevalent in these times because of sedentary lifestyle. Okay, undernutrition manifests in 4 broad forms. One is wasting, one is stunting, one is underweight, and one is micronutrient deficiency. Look, malnutrition refers to both undernutrition and overweight obesity. Okay, now we are not talking here regarding overweight and obesity. We will be confining here under this undernutrition. We will be confining ourselves with wasting, stunting, underweight, and micronutrient deficiency. See, wasting is like this. It is a low weight for height, means we have this BMI index, we have this body mass index, which means as per your height you should have certain kind of weight. Now, if the weight is low for a given height, it is known as wasting. Means you have a height of say 5 feet and your weight should be X. But if your actual weight is less than this X value, say for example, take any number, say for example 60 kg. Okay, BMI index is 60 kg. I'm just giving you an example. So if your weight is less than this, say for example 45, then the person comes under wasting. It is defined as low weight for a given height. Wasting in children is associated with a higher risk of death if not treated properly. This is the consequences. Okay. I am from the state of Nagaland, and very thank you for such an encouragement that you want to see me, that you are happy to see me in the platform. I am also very grateful and humble by such kind of encouragement. Thank you so much. The second is stunting. Stunting is defined as low weight for age. Low weight for age in a sense, low height for age. Say for example, you are 15 years old, or if an individual is 15 years old, and as per 15 years, he or she should have such kind of average height. But if that person or individual height is less than the standard defined height, then that person will suffer from this stunting. So stunting is defined as low height, mean height low for a given age, because as you know there are some exceptions, but height grows with age to a certain age group. So if your height is not proportionate to the age, then you will be, or that person will comes under this stunting. It is the result. Let us see why it is happening. It is the result of chronic or recurrent undernutrition. If your nutrition intake is very low, you will suffer, or that person will suffer from this stunting. Usually associated with poverty. See, this is very important. Usually it is associated with poverty. If the person or the family is poor, won't be able to provide with proper nutrition, resulting in stunting. Poor maternal health, another important factor. In India, you have many in unorganized sector, people working in construction sector, mother goes for a work in order to feed the family, and also the health deteriorates because of the conditions of the work, and because of that is not able to take care of the child, okay, so on. It's a very cyclic process. And nutrition, frequent illness and or inappropriate feeding and care in early life. Okay, if the mother goes out to a work when the child is still in the very infant age, then such kind of stunting will result because of all this. Stunting prevents children from reaching their physical and cognitive potential. Look at this, how cognitive potential is directly related to stunting. Okay, so this is known as stunting. Underweight is defined as low weight for age. This is self-explanatory. A child who is underweight may be stunted, wasted, or both. See, a child who is underweight may be either stunted or wasted. Okay, micronutrient deficiencies are a lack of vitamins and minerals that are essential for the body function, such as producing enzymes, hormones, and other substances needed for growth and development. Clear? So these are the basic definition that you need to know. Raja, I hope I have answered your query. Some of the important environmental development that took place in the state of Himachal Pradesh. See, we are here in Himachal Pradesh only till now. Okay. Himachal Pradesh is, we have discussed this one. See, the reason is we have discussed this malnutrition and all those stunting because the state of Himachal Pradesh is lacking in this zero hunger, and that is because of the high prevalence of stunting. So in order to explain this stunting, we have also seen the related points which are related with the stunting. Okay, means malnutrition, underweight, wasting, everything. Now let us quickly go and see some important development in the recent past that happened in the state of Himachal Pradesh regarding environmental and geographical perspective. Himachal Pradesh announced to bring around 4,000 hectares under cultivation of red rice, which is facing extinction. Very, very important. Okay, this is very, very important. So let us quickly go and see what is this red rice all about. See, red rice varieties, this include Johar 2 from Shimla district. This name is very important. Please keep this in mind. Johar 2, that is from district of Shimla. Sukarna, Jinjan, Karat from Chamba district. Jatu Deval, Matali from Kullu district. Desidan, Kalizini, Achu, Bekmi from Kangra. And visually you will find like this. Red rice look like this. Red rice look like this. Isn't it beautiful? Very vibrant color. you will also see many important aspect of this red rice as far as their protein is concerned, their aroma is concerned, so on and so forth. Okay, so red rice varieties, you have to keep this in mind from your exam perspective, all this. Okay, let us quickly go and see some of their characteristics. Red rice varieties probably originated from the interbreeding of traditional white grain varieties, okay, and annual wheaty rice. Keep this in mind. The red rice variety originated from interbreeding of this traditional white grain variety with the annual wheaty rice. The second is, these are cultivated mainly in the high altitude of the state, because as you know, rice can be cultivated from a very low land, say for example 300 meter above the mean sea level to even around 1000 of meter above sea level. So rice is such kind of a plant which you can grow in different altitude. Okay, now such kind of red rice is grown or cultivated in a very high altitude of the state. You will find in Himachal, okay, rice can be grown in all different type of altitude. That is one. In the state of Himachal Pradesh, where you grow this red rice, it is usually grown in the high altitude. The wide genetic diversity of traditional varieties is a potential resource for developing modern varieties, because as you have already seen, this red rice has lot of diversity, genetic diversity. In different regions it is available. So this wide genetic diversity of traditional varieties is a potential resource for developing modern varieties with improved traits using biotechnology, genetic engineering, so on and so forth. Thus, the higher nutritional content of the red rice varieties of Himachal Pradesh could be used in breeding programs for boosting the nutrient content of rice. Clear? Himalayan red rice varieties command a higher price because of their excellent texture, aroma, flavor, and visual appeal. Also, Himachal Pradesh is the first state to have 100% LPG coverage under Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana. Okay, so these are the important development that took place in the state of Himachal Pradesh as far as environmental and geographical perspective is concerned. Clear? Remembering, there is one query how to remember all these facts. I will tell you one thing. See, let me just give you one trick. The trick is this, very simple. See, regarding this red rice, you have to know some important points. Say for example, this is the most prominent variety, Johar 2 from Shimla district. From all the region, if you remember one each, that is good enough. But suppose if you just glimpse through all this, not trying to memorize, but just go through this 2 or 3 times in your exam, especially for your prelims, MCQ will be there. Option 1, 2, 3, 4 will be given. So, suppose if you are not aware of this, how can you go for a intelligent guess? But if you at least went through the name in the exam, it will just hit you back that by the process of elimination you will do certain kind of strategy, and that is how you remember the things. So not exactly memorizing, you have to remember 1 or 2 important points, but the other additional information, even if you just go through once in exam, when you are given a choice, you will be able to eliminate. And this is one of the ways. There will be many other ways, but this is one of the ways how to remember the things. And the other point is, when you read one thing again and again, do a proper revision. What happens is, especially in the prelims exam, when where you have a MCQ type of questions, it is very easy for you to recall that back and also eliminate in your MCQ type of question. Okay, so as I was okay, now in the next session, that is tomorrow same time 2 p.m. I will start with the third state, that is AP, Andhra Pradesh. Okay, and as I told you in the beginning also, I am trying to take up a doubt clearing session in the special session of under this Unacademy platform, because they're more interactive as compared to this YouTube channel, and that is also a completely free, and we can discuss in more detail in the special class session under this Unacademy platform. So all you do is just download the app and register yourself. But anyway, thank you all for your patience, for spending time with me. All the best, and see you tomorrow at the same time. Thank you. Good luck.